What's up, everyone? Jasbro Gonzo here. Another episode of What's Next. I hope you guys are doing well on this Tuesday. Pardon my deep voice or horsey voice. I'm still, I'm still under. But desperation. Usually, desperation ends up being a last resort. Whether it's physical, whether it's mental, whether it's spiritual. When you are down to your last card to play, and usually when you smell that desperation, that stench in the air, usually failure is not far behind. Now, what about the First Lady? What has her role always been? Well, her role has always been regarding the children. She'll sometimes take an interest in national policy and foreign policy. And of course, we saw how wonderful healthcare went under one Hillary Clinton because Bill thought that, yeah, sure, let's make her in charge. And yes, and that turned into a clusterfuck. But Jill Biden, yes, Dr. Jill Biden, yes, call her a doctor. She's really not really a doctor. She's given a doctorate, so that kind of makes her a doctor. But being that she has always been so in favor and so enamored with the Spanish people, she decided to take a trip down to Texas and talk to the Spanish people in her own words. And of course, comedy ensued and embarrassment. Let's take a look. This comes out of Breitbart. Watch, Joe Biden, Hispanic community as unique as breakfast tacos. Yeah, she did say that. Butcher's pronunciation of bodega. I'll show it to you, but let's go into the story a little bit. First Lady Jill Biden butchered the pronunciation of bodega and asserted that the Hispanic community is as unique as breakfast tacos here in San Antonio while speaking at the, quote, LATINX INCLUXION luncheon in Texas City Monday. Now, me as a Latino, I don't put myself as a Latinx. Latinx is a garbage term. So there you have it. Biden's remarks at the luncheon were part of the 3-day Unidos U.S. annual conference in San Antonio, which started on Saturday. Quote, Raul helped build this organization and understanding the diversity of this community. Yes, diversity, inclusion. As a district, as distinct as bodegas in the Bronx, as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, and as unique as breakfast tacos in San Antonio is your strength. Yes, tacos is your strength. She said, referring to Raul Zaguirre, who received the Presidential Medal of Freedom Thursday. Yes, of course, that same Presidential Freedom that was given to a Olympian who quit in the middle competition and also given to a purple-haired soccer player who hates America. Based on prepared remarks released by the White House, she intended to say bodega, and her faux pas quickly made the rounds on social media. Quote, once again, Joe Biden butchers the Spanish language in furtherance of pandering, yes, pandering to a client constituency, the org, FKA National Council of La Raza, of course, La Raza, who's famous for the race, which is what La Raza is, or, they're a bunch of clowns, tweeted, Jorge Bonilla, director of the Media Research Center, I hereby bless your timelines, with Dr. Jill's rendering of bodega. In a pair of tweets, Janet Moriga, Republican candidate for Texas' densely Hispanic 28th district, thanked Biden for clarifying that Democrats think Hispanics are unique like tacos. Thank you, Dr. Joe Biden. Clarifying Democrats think Hispanics are unique like tacos. However, I think you're confused. We Texans love bodegas. Boanas, bodegas, however she pronounced it, must be where Joe's Latinx puppet Henry Cuellar shops. Quote, maybe if we rebrand the Southern Border as Southern X, Border X, Joe Biden will finally visit, she wondered in another tweet. Garcia's tweet apparently alluded to the event that the name being Latinx INCLUXION luncheon, the woke term Latinx lacks gender, which is crucial to Spanish language. That's right, because there's Latinos and there's Latinas. Excuse me. And polls, excuse me. And polls have repeatedly showed that America's Hispanic community rejects the word in favor of the masculine Latino or term Hispanic. IRC Miami for Americano media from March revealed that just 1.7% of U.S. Hispanic population use a Latinx because they're stupid, while 60% describes themselves as Hispanic and 30% use the words Latino. Representative Maya Flores, yes, Maya Flores, that same Maya Flores who won 34th District, the first Republican to do so in 100 plus years, who recently flipped her historic blue seat in that deeply Hispanic 34th District, seemed to forecast Biden's botched pronunciation. What? Wow, that is a butcher. Holy cow, that is a butcher. I forgot about that. It's si se puede. Si se puede, tweeted Deputy Communications Director for Republican Governors Association, Johanna Rodriguez. But let me go back and let you hear it from her words. I mean, from her own words, excuse me.
But we can't get those things on our own. Raul helped build this organization with the understanding that the diversity of this community, as distinct as the Bogotas of the Bronx, as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio.
Oh my thoughts, and I'll make this quickly only because of my voice. Excuse me. Just like that one video where she said, si se puede, again, she butchers the Hispanic language, or Spanish language, shall I say. Of course, when you go to a conference that names itself LATINX, you, common sense wise, would avoid it at all costs. But no, Joe Biden went there, all giddy, all happy. She thinks that she was going to score some brownie points. And unfortunately for us, and she cratered it. And it's lovely to see the Democrats in desperation mode. This is desperation mode. They are losing Hispanic districts left and right in Texas, New Mexico, Arizona. And when you have Maya Flores, who had one of the biggest upsets in modern political history when she turned a 100 plus year blue district into a red district now. So it needs to be said is that Hispanics have been thought of as automatic votes for Democrats for decades, for easily the last 30 years anyway. But things are changing. Now, is that going to register as far as seats come November? We're going to see. Well, as we saw with Maya Flores, it can be done. But it's not just only can you flip the seat and make it to Congress, but also what you do when you win. Not just pander to the GOP, but actually stand alone or stand with others who are going to make real change in this country, which is so desperately needed now because of Joe Dementia and clowns like Dr. Jill Biden. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And hopefully my voice is better on the next one. Catch you guys later. Peace.